Today is Thursday, Parashat Vayikra. We're learning from Chok Israel the portion of Ktuvim, which is this. Today is from the book of Mishlei, Perek Kavbet, chapter 22. We'll go over maybe two psukim from this portion. Great words of advice on how to lead a meaningful and an elevated life in general. The pasuk that we'll focus on today, the first one is Chanoch la'na'ar al pi darko, gam ki yazkin lo yasur mimena. Rashi explains this pasuk to mean educate well your children, the young ones, because what you educate them in is what they will take with them for their whole lifetime, whether it's good or bad. Because the way that you teach them when they're young is something that they will carry with them for their whole life. So make sure to teach your children well, give them the right values, teach them in a way that you'll be proud of them when they grow up. So you have to be very careful with the education of children. That's one explanation. There's another explanation. Hanoch la'na'ar al pi darko. Educate a child according to his way, meaning according to his natural inclination, natural tendency. Every child, even in the same family, children grew up in the same family, but realize that each one has a different potential in terms of what he feels most drawn to. Not everybody can be a musician. Not everybody can be a mathematician. Not everybody can be a craftsman. But if you have a child that is drawn to craftsmanship, then nurture and develop that natural tendency that he has, and you'll be able to stay with it for his whole life. Unfortunately, there are too many times parents that force on their children. For instance, you have unhappy lawyers because their parents they wanted them to be a lawyer or a doctor or a CPA or whatever. But if they really enjoy what they're doing, that's what you should sort of like educate them and encourage them to do rather than forcing on them something that is not them. So, and if you do that, they'll be able to stay with that profession and to enjoy and to live a meaningful and purposeful life. Another pasuk from the Mishlei of today, Tov ayin hu yevorach ki natan min lahmo laddal. Somebody who has a good eye will be blessed because he gives from his bread to a poor man. What this pasuk means, this pasuk wants to teach us that if you have a good eye, means if you're happy for the success of others, you will deserve blessings. And of course, to share whatever you have with those who are in need. And we know from Aaron HaKohen, he was a person who was tov ayin, he had a good eye. He was happy for the success of his younger brother, Moshe Rabbeinu, who became the leader of Israel, even though Aaron had been for many years, and he was older, but he was happy for his brother. And that's why Aaron HaKohen served in the Mishkan, and from his descendants, they're the ones that bless us with Birkat Kohanim, and they say, HaMevarech mitbarech. One who blesses gets blessed. So the blessing happens because of that attitude of being happy with a good eye for the success of others. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen ve'amen.